Hey guys, this is Garies, and welcome back to another episode of Survival with Now. We're back here in FTB, and we are continuing our Applied Energistics adventure. So this will be part 3, and hopefully now it will be the last part. So we are going to set up AutoCrafting in this episode. So in the previous episode we configured our crafting terminal and our storage and so on. So I had it a little bit wrong. So I couldn't figure out how to interface with this old storage, but now we can. Okay, I just want to show you guys why I got confused at refined storage. If you go to refined storage, it shows you external storage. So with this you connect to external storage. Well, it's kind of in the name. So if we go to Applied Energistics and we look for storage, we get a storage bus. So that's basically the same thing. So I thought it was like the interface. Whoops. I thought it was something to do with this, and apparently not. So, but now we have connected the storage buses to our drawer controllers. Remember, they have to connect to the front. So that's one thing I did correctly. At least I put the front to this side so that we can still access it if we wanted to dump in things. So this helped a bunch in the setup. So now if we look at diamonds, we have 493, which is awesome. Let me just show you guys something else. So if we grab a stack from there, so it's 429. If we come here and we dump this in, it automatically goes there. So I think us setting the storage as a proper priority. Oh no. Let's try it again. Oops. I thought that was still stuck on 100. Just want to see if it now puts it in the... Nope, now it doesn't. Okay, so it needs to be on the lowest priority it can. Okay. Minus 100, 0. Let's make it -1. Let's see what happens then. Okay, let's dump in all these guys. Yep, now it's in the correct spot. Great. Okay. So I haven't been too busy off cam, except for going to change our mining location. So it's mining again, and I've just been setting up something on the mining side, or the mining processing side, a small mini chest with flint in it. So it will input flint and pull out flint on yellow, so that these mills can use the flints. So that sometimes improves the yield that you get, so remember to do that if you get enough flint. Well, we are getting more than enough flint. Let me show you guys. There's our flint, 21,000, which is more than enough. Okay, so now we are going to do the process of importing all these small guys, like this one. So once that's done, it's actually very slow. We can break this. I think we can do this. No, we can't. Okay, so I'll configure this at a later stage, but I'll do this off cam, dumping in all these resources into here. Okay, we are going to have a little problem with the things that needs heads and stuff like that, but we can Let's see. I want to... Yeah, maybe we'll just keep these things that has conduits behind it. Let's keep them like that. Otherwise, it's going to be a whole mess of setup. What you can do is, if you use an interface, you can give it a supply mode that it always supplies a certain amount to a certain machine, depending on what you want to do. Okay, but that's for later. But what we need to do now is, we don't have enough storage down here. We only have a 16K, so I made a bunch of 64Ks of cam. I think I just dropped the other one in here. There it is, yes. So what we can do, we can make 364K disk drives, storage cells, and we can dump it in here. Okay, now we should have more than enough space. I'm not sure how we're going to take out this. Wait, let's do this. Before we do that, let's quickly make the chest. It's an ME chest, right? There it is. What are we short for you? A logic processor. We should have a bunch. Why are you importing that? No, wait. So we are only extract only, yes. Okay, so we need to put a bunch of gold. You see, now we could have, if we had the AutoCrafting set up already, we could have asked it to craft that for us. But I'll show you guys before the end of this episode how we are going to do that. Press is fine. There we go. Come on. Speed it up a little. We need to get speed modules in here as soon as possible. Okay, let's get the chest ready. Where are you now? Why aren't I seeing it? Oh, let's just give it the whole name. Add applied chest. There we go. So we need that, which we should have now. Great. Now we should have you. Great. Okay, so what we can do now, we dump you in there. And I don't believe you need power. Okay, you should have almost nothing. You know, why do you have so much? Okay, what still bugs me is that there's only space for 63 types of things. So we open that. Okay, so it needs power. Let's give it power here. Yes. So I want to take all these things and I want to... well, let's just dump it in here. Why not? You know what? Let's keep it as is. For now. Just for now. Till I finish this. Or whenever. Actually did not want to dump the cables, but it's okay. So we can take that out. So what I do like more about Applied Energistics then with... Oh, I see what you're doing. Then refined storage is you can what do you call it? Uncraft that basically. So if you put in here, you can get the storage cell back and the housing, which is awesome. So now we have a 16K storage cell that we can reuse at some point. Let's dump in that. You stay. You go there. Okay, so let's get to the AutoCrafting. Okay, so now we should have more than enough space in here. 64K items, 65,000 items. Great. Right, let's see how much is that. Add applied storage. So let's see. 1K is 1,000, 4,000, 16,000 and 65,000. Okay, great. That's perfect. Okay, so why I want to have that storage is because this interface does not pick up any of these stuff in here. Okay, so we want to pick up these items. All these items. So what we are going to do is we're just going to feed it here, feed it in here, and let it drain out everything. Just want to make sure there's nothing we need. Yeah, no. So let me quickly import that, because then with AutoCrafting we can access all these resources in these chests, and also there's a bunch of things in here, random things I just drop off. So we are going to pull in all these guys, and then everything will be in a centralized location. So let me quickly do that, and then we'll do the AutoCrafting. Okay, we're at the last container. Yes. Okay, so it took way too slow for me, so I added 3 acceleration cards, so now it goes by quickly, so check that out. Cool. Okay, so it ended up that I used way too much space, so I had to add a couple more storage cards. The problem being is that they only keep 63 types, so that is what filled it up. The card itself isn't full. Wow, it's halfway full. Oh wow. Okay, this mod genuinely isn't nice. Let's see. Add applied storage. I just want to see the spatial ones. Okay, it doesn't show. Maybe we should make these guys. Flux pulse isn't that expensive. We'll see. Okay, so now let's get to AutoCrafting. Okay, so AutoCrafting has a couple of things it needs. Unlike refined storage that just needs a crafter, applied Energistics is a little bit more complicated, so we need a crafting unit. I can't remember the ratio though. Well, we need 1 monitor. Okay. Okay, luckily we can get it, no problem. Okay, so everything we make, we just dump it in, drop it back in, and it will auto-craft the rest. Crafting unit. Okay, I'm guessing all these needs crafting units. Okay, so let's make logic processors again. let's make a couple while we're at it. Okay, so we are definitely going to need to have a few more disk drives around here. I must tell you, refined storage is much better, so take my advice, go refined storage. But if you want to use these, go ahead. So blue applied. Okay, so now wait, what we can do, let's make a couple more of these. 2, 3, 2, 3. Let's make a couple like that. So if we can give each one 2, that should speed it up significantly. Okay, let's see how quick it goes now. Wow, that's much quicker. Okay, so now we can give all of them more. Okay, I think this one with the printed silicone and this last one that makes everything, we can give them each one extra. So this way they will go at full speed. Of course, we need more of the printed silicone than the other guys, so it has to keep up. And this one makes all the circuits or processors, so it also needs to keep up. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see if we can get this again. Applied crafting. So we need to make 9 of them. 1. What are you missing? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we need one of these. 4K. Do we have more of those? I think we do actually. 1, 2, 3. And then we need co-processors. Let's get another one of these. And then 4 of them. Okay. Okay, so this is just the processor. So this is what's going to craft or process for crafting. Okay. Okay. So before we get to that, let's quickly talk about cables. Okay. Applied cables. Okay. So there's various types of cables. So you have normal cable anchors and the normal cables like this ones. Glass cable. Then you get covered cables, but they're kind of useless. Just go straight to smart. Let me show you guys. So you get covered cable, which is a glass cable covered with wool. Okay. Then you get the smart cable, that is a covered cable with one redstone and one glowstone, which isn't expensive. So just go straight for them. And then you get the dense cable. So the dense cable is basically just 8 of them. 4 of them. Oh, I thought it was 8. Huh. Oh, okay, the redstone and the glowstone is making it smart. Okay. Well, either way, go for the smart ones, because or the dense ones, sorry, not the smart ones and the dense ones, because the dense ones can take more connections. So the problem with applied Energistics is each cable can have, or each cable connected can have 8 machines to it. Okay, so let's say there's a machine over here. Okay, I'm not going to use these. Okay, so there's a machine, there's a machine, there's a machine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I connect another machine to the further side, it won't connect. Okay, because each cable can only run 8. Okay, so what the smart cables does is it has lines on it. So it has 4 lines in the middle, and so it's 1 to number 4, and once you connect number 5, one of those lines will light up, meaning that's 5, and so on up until 8. And then 4 of the lines will illuminate. So yeah, fun stuff. You'll only have 8 connections per cable per side. Okay, so what I've done, as you know, in their IO has the conduits, and it does have the ME conduit, and then it has the dense conduit. So I made a bunch of dense conduits of Ender IO. So the dense ones can take 8 times 8. So each connection you get off of the cable. So what you can do, basically, if you use dense and a normal cable, you can run dense cable as a main line, and then you can have a normal cable off of it running 8 connections each. So this one can take 8 times 8. Now that I saw the crafting recipe, it might only be 4, but I was sure it was 8 way back when. So this is a reason why I don't use Applied Energistics. It's a bit more complicated and complex to use it, but we're going to use it now. So I've already laid down dense cable around here, so I just want to connect it to here, to here. Okay, so over here we are going to have the processing CPUs, or the crafting processors. So first of all, you need a monitor. This shows you what you're crafting and how long it will be. Okay, once it does that, then it's up and running. So this is a processing unit. So if you should be connected, why aren't you connected? Device offline. Why is it offline? Why is it offline? I don't get it. Let's put it in the middle. Ah, there it comes. Okay. So apparently it doesn't want the bottom side, but it's okay. Let's just close this up. Okay. So this is what's going to manage the crafting. But now we need a device that does the actual crafting as well. Oh boy, this is fun. I actually I have no idea why I went this route. Okay, so now we need the next Applied Energistics. We need the crafting matrix or something. Here it is, molecular assembler. Okay, so what do you need? I just added, there it is. Okay, formation core. See, that's why I made so many of them in a previous episode. Okay, so we need that, and then we need interface. Okay, so we have one. One for now is sufficient. Okay, so we are going to connect you to there. We're going to put you there, and you see it lights up. Okay, so this whole wall is going to be full of these type of things. Oh, also I want to show you guys this connection to the back of the controller is going up, and it's connecting the storage devices, and also, yeah, well, the storage as well. So it's 1 connection, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So we can still have 3 more connections to this. I don't know if a controller counts as 1. I can't remember that. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now with this we can actually make a crafting recipe. So let's get... Oh wait, we need to be in the crafting controller for that. Okay, so this episode is running a bit long and we're going to go overtime. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we need patterns. Okay, but first of all we need to make a pattern terminal. So we need to make one of those. Oops. Okay, we have that. Now we can make that. Now we can make you. So that this is a pattern terminal. Oh, this is also counting towards 1. So that's number 6. That would have been number 7. Let's put... I wonder... Let's put the pattern crafter there. Okay. So over here we're going to get patterns. Okay. Okay, wait. We first need to get a pattern. Pattern, blank pattern. So let's get one of them. So this is a blank pattern. So in the pattern terminal, we put a blank pattern over there, and we say pattern. We say okay, add this to that. So now it shows you what the crafting recipe is and how to get it. So now we encode it. It's encoded. It needs 2 quartz glass, etc., etc. So now in your inventory, if you shift it, oh yes, if you shift, it shows you what it's crafting. So blank pattern. If it's blue, it's encoded, and if you shift, you'll see the blue goes away because that's what we're crafting or encoding it with. Whoops! Don't fly off the walkway or walk off the walkway. So now we go here to this interface and we add this pattern to there. Okay. So now if we go back up here and we go show him craftable items only. Now you see blank pattern. So now we can say, listen here, craft me 2. Okay, and you say next. We're missing pure citrus quartz. Okay, great. So let's make pure citrus quartz. It's made of these seeds. Let's make a couple of these seeds. Let's dump it in here. So it tells you exactly what you're missing, but we're going to dump a bunch of them. Okay, and I think they're done. Yep, these Crystal Grove accelerators is so much better than just waiting for hours on end. That was like 3-4 minutes. Okay, so now if we say craft, let's make it 10. Next. So now we choose a processor. We only have 1, or CPU, sorry. It says we have all. Start, give it a couple of minutes. Okay, maybe it's... Oh, it's done. Okay, finish while we were running down. Oh, actually we won't see them because we don't have that. Okay, so pattern, we have 10 patterns. Great. So now we dump the patterns in here. Now we can craft more things. Okay, so let's see. To make a pattern, we also need to teach it how to make these glass. Okay, so if you press shift now, it shows you what it is. Okay, what else do you need? Rest is fine. We'll teach it how to do the processing later on. Also, we going to need interface. Is this one, but to get an interface we need to teach you how to make that. That was the formation course. We need to teach you how to make an annihilation course. And then interface is done. Then we also need to make molecular assembler. You know how to make that. Let's teach you how to make that. Okay, and how to make this. We need to show you that. And then course class you already know, or should know now. Okay, now we have enough to fill up this. Okay, so course class, that, and that. Okay, so now we should have a bunch more things that we can teach you how to make. That's a problem with breaking those. Okay, I want to show you guys if we connect this down here. Okay, so everything should be connected, so nothing should be bothered. So now if we say interface, say we want, then next, okay, Flux Dust available for missing 5. Let's make Flux Dust. How's this made again? With these, how are you made? George, nether, and redstone. Let's make a couple of that. Okay, so let's dump this in. We can dump that in as well. Okay, so we want, what did we say? Molecular assembler. So we want, no, let's make it 5 of you. See, 2 craft. So these ones they're still going to craft. Crafting CPU, start. So now it shows you there what it's going to craft, and this is what it's busy crafting, processing. And once it's done, we have it here. Now we need to get interface. We want 10 of you. Next, you have everything, start. And there it goes. So you can obviously put the acceleration cards in here as well. And it's done. So interface and assembler. So now we can do this. Here, okay, this. Okay, so that's it for now. Okay, we'll need a few more assemblers, but that's okay. We're only in any case going to need the assemblers or the interfaces for something else, so we're going to craft a couple of them. Okay, so now let's put you here. Now let's craft interface. Then next, cancel. What can we craft? Let's show craftable items only. Let's make 10 of you. 20, why not? Ooh, we need that. Let's say 10. Okay, it seems 6. And start. So now they're in conjunction. Now they're working together. So it's already done. I hope you saw that for a split second. You would have seen a couple working together. If you have more resources, I would have shown you guys in more depth, but for now that's auto crafting for you. So we can, I don't think you can have more. You have to have it in a square pattern. Okay, so what we are going to do once this wall is filled and all these interfaces has some cards in them, pattern cards, we're going to open a row here and put these cables down here and move everything not move, we're going to add another set of these in front, basically. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So we'll have another crafting processor over here, like exactly the same one like this, just this side, and then we'll have another wall of crafters. Okay, so that's why I took a whole floor for this, because I knew this was coming. Okay, so that's it, going to be it for this episode. I hope I showed you guys something interesting, and I hope you learned something new, so we can actually put all this away. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup off cam, and yeah, I'll bring you back in the next episode where we'll be done with this. I'll fix up everything, I'll craft everything necessary to finish a crafting wall and the other crafting processor, etc. And then we can get on to the whole reason why we caught that, is to make this gourmet beef burgers. So now we're going to just dump all this into a pattern, and that's it. Easy as pie. And then we just need to set up a farm. I'm going to cancel that tree farm, because we're not getting enough saplings to let this farm do. I don't know why it does that. I really don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, so I'm going to plant the seeds over here. See, no saplings at all. The seeds for lettuce and tofu and all those fun stuff for this. I'll do that off cam because everybody knows how the farm is set up. So we're going to need cucumbers, lettuce, chili, tomato and pickles. So that's 5 spots. So 4 will be on that one and 1 will be on this one. So then we get everything we need, and then we'll do the AutoCrafting. So I have a lot of prep to do off cam, so sorry for the long episode, but let's call it an episode once again. Thank you for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!